tough time at Lee. Come to Widnes. Were you aware of any problems whatsoever when you took the job?
No, none at all. It was probably one of the major factors in coming over. Was the story that was sold to me, the opportunity presented, and the recruitment and the facilities we've got and the infrastructure within the club was. When I met with the officials, it all sounded good and it was all in place, and I really genuinely believed it was a proper chance of getting back into Super League.
On the field, without a doubt, there's a proper chance of getting in Super League. I think still, because I still think it's attainable. I think that fourth spot is attainable because you've got such a good set of lads and such a core of young quality players at the club. But walking in today and looking out on the field and seeing the reality of it, you're here on your own. You've got a couple of lads from your academy helping you, but have you ever faced anything like this before?
No, I'm almost a one-man band at the moment at times. It's been tough. I've been really fortunate, like you've just said there. I've got a really good group of players. The senior players have been fantastic. They've given me lots of help off the field, coaching-wise, and the young guys' attitudes are superb. And I think that's the one thing for me that's been the real positive coming through all this. And without that, I don't think I'd have got through it. But yeah, it is. From an ideal point of view. Things are not in place like they should be, but we found a way to make it work, and we're still getting results on the field, and we're digging ourselves out of an hole and looking upwards at the moment.
Humans in general are resourceful creatures, and you go into the office and I can't believe the positivity and the energy given that those people aren't being paid. That is such a testament to them as individuals and to what this club means to this town.
Yeah, it does, and I think a lot of that's been probably supplied by the fans and the passion they've shown, and the amount of money they've handed over. Only a couple of weeks ago I was sat in the office and there were school children turning up, handing the pocket money over. There's an old lady, she turned up and handed some money over she'd saved for a washing machine. So it means a lot to the people within this town, and all the staff behind the scenes from day one, whether they've been paid or not been paid, have turned up and done the job to the best of their ability. So it's a credit to everyone at the club.
Where do you go from here now? You're in the negative points, so how do you go about restructuring with literally no finances? And what I'm talking about is there's some greats attached to this club, and people know out there that there's no money in it. But do you try and pull some ex-players down? Do you try and pull some people in to help you? Because there's plenty of people who I'm sure who are desperate for a job in rugby league who might just want to come and help you, and they might just not know there's an opportunity. Would you take help now from people out there, maybe a Bobby Goulding or somebody like that who's out there?
I think you'd be stupid to turn anything away. You've got to explore, no matter what you're in, whether it's rugby league or business, you've got to explore every opportunity that gives you a chance to improve and give you the best opportunities to move up. So I can't rule anything out. But I said it's the club's been behind the scenes. It's been in turmoil, but on the front, everyone's just worked really hard, been composed in what we've been doing, and we're on our way up. And our first goal, I think, as a group is to get to 0 points. And we said, get to 0 points. We might get to 0 and the team above us might be on 10 points by then. We've no idea. But our first goal is to get to 0 points. And then when we get to 0, we'll see where the teams above us are. And then we'll look to catch them as well.
As a young lad growing up, I was super proud to be from Winmore. Proud from Winmore. LS14 crew. For all you LS14 people out there, you're the king of Ditton. Tell me about Ditton. Firstly, tell me all about Ditton.
Oh, Ditton, it's to be honest, it's not the nicest of areas. It's a bit of, I like to think I'm street smart, sort of learned growing up and that, and it's not the worst place in the world, but I've had a good upbringing and it's definitely helped me out in rugby, I reckon, bringing from Ditton.
60,000 people in this town. It's not a big town. Why has it produced so many good rugby players, and why is this club being so successful? And really, it shouldn't, by rights, by the size of it, have the success it's had.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like you said, it's only a small town. I just think it's a hard-working town. You get people like this. There's a reason why rugby union's down south and rugby league's up north. well, like I said, it's just hard work in town, and people just want to graft for each other, and you're seeing that with what happened in the situation we've been in, and all the people have come out to support us. Everyone just wants to graft for each other, wants to work for each other, and I think that's why it produces so many people. And then when you get into the academy, we've got one of the best academy setups, I believe. Phil Finney's done a lot of work with me growing up and the players around my age, and our setup's very good. They've got a good education set up now, and it's just a good club to be at, mate, and everyone just wants to work for each other.
Gels has been in our show recently and he were absolutely outstanding. Now, this year, he believes you're going to finish in 5th. He's got it in his mind, and you're going to beat Toronto in this £1 million game. But also, there's the 1895 Cup, and that gives an opportunity for every club in Championship to get to Wembley. How special would it be for the fans of this club? They might get there in Challenge Cup, as Gell says. He said there's going to be a problem for the RFL, so we'll be in the Challenge Cup and the 1895 Cup final. And I love his passion and his energy. But even if you got to 1895 Cup final, a day out at Wembley would be such a reward for these fans.
Well, Widnes is known for going for Wembley back in the day, obviously before my time. I've seen the game and that from the World Cup Challenge, and I've seen all them games, so Widnes is known to be at Wembley, and like Gail said, let's get to both. I think they got asked that at the start of the season, and the answer was we'll fill 2 teams, so why not? Let's just go for it. You know, what's the worst that can happen, sort of thing.
Outstanding. Best of luck this year. Jack, thanks very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
The King of Ditton.